this morning was spent in my office recording for Doing It for the Kids podcast that we put off from last week because Frankie wasn't well. Which is funny though, because today, 13th of March, is actually the 4th anniversary of us launching the Doing It for the Kids podcast. And it's crazy to think how much has happened in those 4 years. In that lockdown year, 2020, we did win a British Podcast Award, Bronze Award for Best Business Podcast, back when we could only be in each other's gardens. And then the year later, our house had COVID. I wasn't allowed to leave the house for 14 days.
Gold goes to Doing It for the Kids. Awards are bullshit till you win one. Thank you.
So very, very proud of what we've achieved. So just for a reality check, it's Tuesday, it's 6:30, but I'm not outside doing a workout. It's raining. I'm going to take a cup of tea back to bed, reread the email to the Being Freelance community that I wrote last night. I try to write it in advance so that it can sort of sit there, because it's usually better if I edit it nearer the time again and again. I haven't set it to go out. It needs to go out. I need to check it. Last week, remember I had a job come in via PeoplePerHour to do a voiceover. I've had another one come in today, but they don't just want me to do the voiceover, but to write the script. A little while ago, I ended up buying these clear in-ear headphones, like Hugh Edward wears on the news, or for that matter, Dave Grohl, very similar. Noise cancelling, hook over the ear. I feed the cable down the back of my shirt so nobody can see it. One of the reasons why I do so much exercise to stay flexible. I can't, I don't mean to. So when oh no, it's caught under. You see, you can't see it, barely. I've got nervous butterflies now because I don't know how the freelance disco thing is gonna go. Wish me luck.
I'm Frankie, this is Steve.
Hello!
We should throw bowling back at the last one. Back at the last one, look. We should throw bowling back.
Whew. First draft of the Doing It for the Kids podcast is laid out. That, which hopefully is all blurred out, is the new Freelancer magazine advert that Thomas has designed. I've just given final bits of feedback on that. That deadline is tomorrow. You know how often people have a link tree, some sort of link in their social bios that then links to multiple things? Recently, I have started using Buffer's version of that. They call it Start Page. It's free. This is how it would look on mobile. So you can see I've got like this GIF at the top. You can put in any buttons. You can insert loads of different rich elements. So for example, I'm going to go into the YouTube video here, copy in the latest vlog, come back, hopefully that will update. There you go. So I can go publish changes. So yeah, it looks really nice, I think. And also you can schedule things, just as you might schedule tweets, you can schedule things to your start page. There's a lot of arguments to be said for not using these kind of things at all, but rather hosting that link on your website so that you own it all, so it's driving traffic to your website and so forth. But I also think it depends how good you manage to make that page on your website look, particularly in a mobile environment where a lot of people are going to be clicking on your social bios. So personally, I think this looks much better than anything I could make myself. So for now, I'm sticking with that. Somebody asked me if they're like proper acoustic panels and where did I get them? They're not. I found them lying around outside. See, so we have these booths, which is what I used to record the podcast in and created my course in. Inside and out, they've got these panels, same ones. Making good use of what you find, right? Okay, truth. It's 11:15. I've not done anything yet. I've been on LinkedIn, so I mean we could say that was marketing. And I've been on Instagram, but have I started the 2 scripts via PeoplePerHour? No. I just need to do it. I need to do it. You see, the thing with writing scripts is that sometimes you just need to start. I've been putting it off all morning, just procrastinating. Unlike this is important vlogging, right? Documenting the moment. This isn't me just putting it off. Don't judge me. Well, I did it, and actually I really enjoyed it. It's been a while since I've written that sort of script. Beautiful thing. So I popped out to the post office to put the non-employed a week package on its way. On my way back, stopped off at the coffee man in the park. It's a bit of a grim day and I felt a bit sorry for him because he doesn't have as many customers when the weather's not nice. Steve, you are so kind. You felt so sorry for him. You also bought some carrot cake. Yes, I know. Anyway, while I was out chatting to him, I got a message saying that the 2 scripts that I've been working on have been approved, so now I've got to record those and then that job is done. Voiceover done. I was about to record the intro to Being Freelance when there was a knock at my door. So here's a plot twist in my lovely office. This building is being demolished. We always knew that. Basically it used to be full of council offices. The council, when they moved out, decided to set up a co-work space to make use of the building until it was demolished. Anyway, that time, years later, is nigh, which means we're all being forced to move out. But the council have found us somewhere else to go to and have just asked me to go take a look. So do you want to come? Come on. So yes, tour of the potential new offices, which felt weird. I know what I like now. I like having natural light. I quite like having something to look at, but I realise I've been spoiled. I also don't really want to be disturbed. And it's tricky because like you want lots of space, but you don't want to pay lots of money, or I don't. I ended up working on the podcast on Saturday because I hadn't had a chance to do it during the week. Actually, that's not entirely true. I had plenty of chances, but instead I chose to go play tennis, to get beaten at Mario Kart by my family. That all meant though, if I wanted to put it out on Sunday, which I do, I had to take time on Saturday. But still found time to hang out with my son. We went and played pool, went and bought Mother's Day presents at the market, do things like sew on badges, and of course finally hit publish on episode 299 of the Being Freelance podcast, which kind of makes me feel like I should be more reflective on what I've done with that podcast in the past 8 years. But I feel I'm in danger of just doing what is also possible just to do with year on year of freelance life, which is just to carry on. Just keep going. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit like. Please leave a comment. Come and join us in the community. Go to beingfreelance.com, click community, it's really nice in there. And of course, enjoy the podcast. But yeah, I'll see you for another one of these very soon. Have a great week. Being Freelance.